Still looking for their first home win of the year. This is how they'll go. Newberry will go with the Conference Freshman of the Year, Marshall Lang, the 6'2 sophomore from High Point, North Carolina. The team's leading scorer is Rob Valentine at 17.7 a game, the 6'2 senior from Richmond, Virginia. Jamal Satterfield, the 6'2 junior out of Lexington Park, Maryland. Nick Dietrich, the 6'3 freshman from Matthews, North Carolina. And Max Miller, the 6'8 freshman out of Roscoe, Illinois. For Coach Dave Davis, one of the all-time winningest coaches in Division II basketball in his 27th year, 469 wins, 126 of those at Newberry in 8 years. They come in at 8-7, 3-5. They've dropped 1, and they have dropped 4 of their last 5. Their last win also was Mars Hill. For the Pioneers, they'll go like this. Zaylin Peeler, the 6'3 freshman from Charlotte. Peyton Woods coming off another phenomenal shooting game against Carson Newman, the 6'4 junior from Monticello, Kentucky. DeShante Smith, the 6'5 freshman out of Montevallo, Alabama. Brandon Mitchell, the 6'7 freshman out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. And Donovan Donaldson, the 6'1 junior out of Nashville, Tennessee. The Trevecca Nazarene transfer has just played phenomenal basketball here of late. 15.9 points a game, 6.6 assists, 81% shooting from the stripe in his last 7 contests. The Pioneers, coached by Nick Pasquin, his first season. KT Carter, the assistant. Dan Jackson, Darren Higgins, and everybody's favorite student assistant, Brennan Hollowell. Our officials for the game, Blake Harris, Ray Senza, and Bobby Linebarger, here this afternoon for a key South Atlantic Conference showdown for the Pioneers and the Wolves. The opening tip taken by Mitchell and the Pioneers, wearing the home white with the orange letters and numbers. They move left to right. Brian Staten courtside. Glad you could stay with us. And game station engineer is the executive producer of the Pioneer Sports Network, Nathan Humphrey. Expect fast tempo, fast pace. I'm not going to be looking down to right very much as Peyton Woods fires a 3, and it's good. So we're underway, and Peyton Woods shows why you can't leave him open. 3-0 Tusculum. Newberry quickly front court. Valentine. They'll throw it into the paint, and this is going to be the freshman Miller. He'll go up and miss. Rebounded by the Pioneers and Tusculum's Brandon Mitchell. Into the front court. This will be Woods. Quick 3 is no good, and the rebound weak side by Lane. Newberry into the front court. They wear the pewter. I caught that, but it's the silver with the scarlet letters and numbers. Into the paint, stopping, starting, Satterfield, back out, left side, Lang, straightaway 3 is no good. Mitchell battles and comes up with the rebound, kicks it out to Peeler, who is going to force tempo. He's 1v3. He will take a forced jumper. It's no good, and the rebound taken away by Dietrich. Newberry basketball. Pasqua didn't like the shot, but he also didn't like that there was no foul call. And here's a foul called and one. Max Miller battling inside for Newberry. You count the bucket, and the foul will go against Smith, who is coming late for the Pioneers. And Newberry will send in the 5 new players into this game. Stepp has to be one of them. One of the greatest scorers in Newberry history. Over 1,300 points. I'll make that 1,132 points for his career, sorry. He's on the floor as at the free throw line, shooting the and one is Max Miller. He makes good on it, and then he'll be replaced by Xavier Hill, who will check in for the Wolves. So into the game has come Copeland, Luke Gibson, Xavier Hill, James Stepp. And I'm missing one somewhere. Oh, he's all the way up here. Kwame Burton. Kwame Burton is in, defending on the inbound. Newberry comes with the pressure as they tie the game at 3 with an and one. Peeler, Donaldson, into the front court to Smith. Skip it. Left side is Woods on the baseline. He'll take his game inside. He had it knocked away. Gibson comes up with it on the steal by Newberry. Gibson across the stripe into the front court, trailing a step. He'll put it on the floor. He'll bounce it into the paint, knocked away, and it's off of Newberry's heel, they say. Pioneers are going to make a couple of changes right away, right from the get-go. As Hartle, along with Baylark, will check in. Just ready to talk about what a new team Tusculum looks, because all 5 starters were not here with the team last year. Baylark gets it to Donaldson. Donaldson had it knocked away from behind. It's got to be a foul. Gibson handling. Into the front court, this will be Stepp. Baseline, He'll fake a three, take a three, make a three. 6-3 Newberry. Pressure by the Wolves. Donaldson on the inbound. And again, they got him with the turnover, but again, they also came from behind and kind of blindsided him. Pioneers get into an offensive set. Look backdoor for Woods, and this ball is knocked away. They're going to say it's off Woods. I don't think this crew's had a very good start. High pressure, fast pace. 6-3 Newberry. After the Tusculum made the first shot of the game, Newberry has responded with 6 unanswered. Step into the corner. I mean, everybody on the floor can hit from 3 that's out there for Newberry, with the exception of Hill's not taking a lot of 3s this year. Offensive rebound, they reset it. Newberry. Woods going to tie it up. And the arrow to favor Newberry with 2 seconds to shoot for the Wolves. Peeler back into the game. Hodnett back in. And the first 5 in. Lang, Valentine, Satterfield, Dietrich, and Miller in for Newberry. Again, they switch. Doesn't matter when. It's like hockey. Except more changes. Lang on the inbound. Valentine, a 3. No. And the rebound goes down to Peeler. Tried to dribble on a triple team. And somebody committed a foul. There were 3 guys there. Valentine will commit his first. Team's first. A lot of pressure, and Nick Pasqua is going to go deep into his bench today. It's been shortened. Again, no Smallwood today for the Pioneers. Peeler gets the inbound from Baylor. Hand off to Baylor. 3 minutes gone in the first half. Baylor, Woods. Can they get anything going to the rim? Woods, and 1. Peyton Woods will get it to the rim and put it in. And the foul will go on Dietrich, his first, team's second. You heard Nick Pasqua in the halftime of our women's game talk about, they don't do a tremendous job defending the paint. They're undersized, but they make up for it in their speed, quickness, and just overall ability to hustle. Team that you just, when you see it on the schedule, like, when's the Newberry game? Because you're going to see effort, hustle, see a bunch of fouls. But that's always fun, too. 6-6. Tusculum Newberry as Woods scored all 6 for the Pioneers. Lang into the lane, and a tough leaner is good. Got the roll, the freshman of the year from a year ago. 8-6, Newberry. Baylark across the stripe for the Pioneers. You heard me correct. Tusculum still looking for their first home win of the year. Mitchell takes it to the rim and two-hand dunks it down. No hesitation by that freshman. 8-8. Here comes the trap for the Pioneers. They'll pass out of it over the top. Valentine. Lang walked. Then dribbled it off a foot. It's saved in the backcourt by Satterfield. Valentine, Satterfield. Doesn't shoot many 3s. He'll take a tough fall away. It won't go, and the rebound tipped out by Newberry. All of them crash the board. Lang, double. Valentine. Back to Lang. Straightaway 3 is no good. Mitchell comes up with the rebound for the Pioneers. Gets it to Peeler. Nick Pasqua imploring to tempo. Hodnett holding it. You've also got to value the basketball because Newberry puts so much pressure on you. It's not a zone. Baylor weaving his way through traffic will be at the line when we return right after this. The foul will go on Valentine, his second. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it. Back in 1 minute. 15:27 to play first half. Tusculum 8, Newberry 8. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Tusculum College is Tennessee's first college. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains, where students from all around the world have found a home. Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit online for more information at tusculum.edu. or call 423-636-7300 and discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Sports Network, your home for Tusculum College sports. Once again, the voice of the Pioneer.
8-8 our score. Tusculum 3 of 5 from the field to start. The Wolves 3 for 9. The Pioneers have turned it over 3 times already. Did so in about a 2-possession stretch as well. Baylark will go to the free throw line for the Pioneers. Missed the Mars Hill game coming out of the Christmas break due to illness. Makes them both. 7th in the league. Ronnie Baylark, 25 points, career best against Barton. Last 5, 14.8 points a game. Gibson will travel and turn it over to the Pioneers. That second 5 is in. Copeland, Burton, Gibson, Hill, Stepp out there for the Wolves. Pioneers will inbound in their backcourt. Dustin Day into the game for the Pioneers with Hodnett, Mitchell, Donaldson, and Baylark. Donaldson catching traffic. Working over Gibson, trying to get into the front court. Will do that as trapped. Baylark, skip it, stolen. Trying to skip that impressive double-team trap by Newberry. Copeland hands it off. This will be Gibson. Burton. Into the lane, kicks it out, extra pass, corner is Gibson, the 3, it's off the mark, weak side rebound, Dustin Day. Nearly losing it, Gibson stealing it. Just so quick, active, fast. Stepp driving on Baylark, he'll miss it, Hodnett comes up with the rebound. It's just, you don't slow down. Into the corner is Day, baseline 3, bang. Dustin Day. Quickly, Newberry with it into the front court. They create a 2v1. Burton into the paint. Over Hodnett. Short. Rebounded by Hodnett. Handed off to Donaldson. Donaldson. Double team. Losing the ball. Donaldson falling on the ball. Back court. It's Hodnett. And the ball crossed midcourt. Stolen. There's 19 on the shot clock. The ball went back into the backcourt. Deflected by Newberry. Tusculum's going to have the ball without a violation. Peeler, Smith, and Woods are all going to return. Dave Davis says, what do I want? So Baylark's going to inbound it. Woods to the rim. Missed. And it's rebounded by Newberry. May have been partially blocked. Gibson, trailer is Stepp. Copeland on the drive. And a whistle for a foul that's going to go against Peyton Woods. He's like, what? I just got hacked going for a layup at the other end, and then I'm just going to get that? You're going to call that? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Peyton. Of course, I do a lot of thinking sitting here. Too much sometimes. Newberry inbound. Gibson. A 3-ball by Burton, no good. And a rebound backside. And Woods is going to pick up his second in as many seconds. Well, that's not good. Peyton, who had 6 points right off the bat, will likely sit down for much of the rest of the first half. He may come in with an offensive situation late. Stepp on the inbound right side front court for Newberry to Gibson. And I like to consider Newberry uncontrolled chaos. Day knocked it away and steals it for the Pioneers. Baylark had it kicked away, picks up the dribble, splits a double team, gets into the lane, kicks it out. Day, a 3. No. Mitchell can't hold the rebound, taken by Stepp. 13-8 Tusculum. Into the front court. Stepp gets an open look for 3. That's no good. Long rebound. Stepp had it knocked away by Baylark. with all of the quick hands and everything that's going on, these officials are going to be tested, and they're going to get a foul here on Baylor. His first, team's fourth. Here comes the 5 new guys for Newberry. Tusculum's going to bring in Malik Tyree and Zach Hartle. As Newberry counters with their starters, Lang, Valentine, Satterfield, Dietrich, and Miller. Dietrich into the backcourt. And then Davis in the second half will kind of combine the top 5 players out of these 10 that are playing. Dietrich to Miller. Outside 3-ball, Valentine is good. Valentine knocks down the 3. He hits 40%, 42% from 3 this year. Smith outside to Tyree. Skip it to Day. Hartle. Day. Spinning. Paint. Good. Dustin Day knocks down the 2-pointer. Into the front court. Right side. Valentine. Jumper. Good. Boy, Valentine has played well. 17.7 points a game. 34 points against Bob Jones. Into the corner is Hartle. Day. Swing it right side. Smith. Tyree. Gets 2 in the air. Floater, baseline. Won't go. Rebounded by Newberry's Miller. Lang into the front court. Tusculum leading 15-13. Lang working on Day. You can see guys tired already. On the drive, Satterfield puts it in around Peeler. Ties the game at 15, just like that. No lead is safe. 5-point lead gone. Tusculum 5 of 10 from the field. Wolves are 6 of 17. Peeler. Hartle. Backdoor to Day. Layup before the shot. Unlucky. That's going to take us to a break. The foul will go against Newberry. We'll take the break back in 1 minute. 11:37 to play in the first half. Tusculum 15, Newberry 15. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, 1 team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, the Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online through TusculumPioneers.com. Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Basketball, your home for Tusculum College sports. Once again, the voice of the Pioneers.
11:37 to play here in the first half. We're tied at 15, where the Tusculum Pioneers and the Newberry Wolves. The team shooting well. Hartle in the paint. Leaner good. Zach Hartle. Tusculum leads 17-15. They're 6 of 11 from the field. 2 of 4 from 3. Newberry's 2 for 8. Double team trap comes. They pass around it. Step into the lane. That second 5 out there for Newberry. This pass comes outside to Step. Gets a step into the lane. Blocked by Hartle. Gets it back. 9 to shoot. 3-ball straight away by Hill is no good. Hartle with the rebound. Outlet to Baylark. Has Donaldson with him. Baylark will take it himself, and that'll be an offensive foul. So Baylark whistled for his second. Turnover on the Pioneers, their 6th. Tyree going to come back into the contest as Baylark picks up number 2. Gibson on the inbound for the Wolves. Pressure in the backcourt by the Pioneers. Gibson in trouble, bouncing it onto the left side. Copeland working, driving, and scoring. Little kiss off the glass. Donaldson, hounded, gives it up to Tyree. Skips it to Donaldson. Hartle in the corner at 3. In and out, no good. Battle for the rebound comes down to Stepp. Bodies hit the floor. Stepp with it into the front court for Newberry. Pass is deflected. Copeland, his pass is deflected. And Newberry will inbound with 20 seconds to shoot. Mitchell and Hodnett return. Hartle and Smith exit. Not about playing bad. It's just about preserving energy. Gibson on the right wing. Drives it into the lane. And they kick out for 3 for Copeland and rattles it in good. Newberry leads it 20-17. Donaldson with the basketball. He and Tyree in the backcourt. Nearly stolen. Donaldson into the corner is Day. Left wing 3. Looks short. It is. Rebounded by Hodnett. Put back. Rims off. No good. And a rebound foul that's going to go on Mitchell, I think. So Mitchell's going to be whistled for his first. Team 6th on the Pioneers. Newberry leading at 20-17. So Day will exit. Again, Woods is going to re-enter with those 2 personal fouls. I think smart enough to play with the fouls. That next unit coming in for the Wolves. Peeler's also going to come in for Donaldson. Donaldson yet to score, yet to shoot. Newberry basketball, they lead by 3. Equals their largest lead. They led it 6-3. Valentine to Lang. Lang. Satterfield. Lang. Valentine, a deep 3 straight away is good. 23-17. Peeler into the front court. Hodnett a 3. Yes. Caleb Hodnett answers on the right baseline. Valentine across the stripe for Newberry. Into the corner, Satterfield. Lang. Miller in the paint. Will kick it out. Lang for 3. And that's number 3 on Woods. Woods picked up the 3rd foul as Lang kind of faked it and drew that foul on Peyton Woods. So he'll exit. Baylark and Donaldson re-enter. Tyree exits. 23-20. Oh, he didn't fake the 3. Lang did shoot. He was shooting. So he'll shoot 3 of them. Or is he? No, it's the 1-and-1. Sorry. I was getting ready to say, what did I miss? Second free throw by Lang. Also good. Made them both. 25-20 Newberry. Largest lead for them. Peeler can't handle the pass. Goes into the back court. Leaves a bunch of open Pioneers, but the Wolves recover. Holy cow. Donaldson to Baylark. Underneath, Mitchell. Reverse. Good. Brandon Mitchell. 25-22 Newberry. Can they get a stop without fouling? Valentine lobbing it into the corner to Miller on a double team. Picks up the dribble. Is in trouble. And a 3-second violation against Newberry. They do get the stop. Tusculum to throw it in, facing the pressure by Newberry. It's been relentless here in the game. We did for a moment see Jabri Bullard, but he's out of the game. Just to tell you that he was in the game. Second unit coming back in for Newberry. No changes to that second unit. Oh, we're going to throw it away. Traveling violation on Newberry, and fortunately we'll get it back. Smith back into the game for the Pioneers. Tusculum without Okafor and Smallwood and Jackie Davis today. Once again, Davis just can't get right with that toe injury. Smith, a three. Too strong. Rebound taken by Newberry, weak side. 25-22. Step into the paint. Back it out. Three by Copeland is good. DJ Copeland knocks in 38% from downtown. Has hit two in the game. Smith to Peeler. Largest lead for Newberry at 6, 28-22. Woods with 3 fouls out of the game. Donaldson yet to score. He'll take his first shot here and miss. Rebounded by Newberry and Xavier Hill. Across the stripe is Copeland. Step into the corner at 3 by Burton is short. Rebounded by Donaldson. Tusculum basketball. Donaldson runs it into the front court. Pass out of the double team. Peeler on the right side. Throw it inside to Mitchell, and he'll draw a foul, which will take us to a timeout on Burton. Tusculum inbound when we return. 7 minutes to play first half. Newberry 28, Tusculum 22. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Family.
Food's here!
What's it mean to you?
We got lunch.
To us, it means the people you care about, look out for, and yeah, love. Even if you'd never let them hear you say it.
Hey, you're eating hummus?
What's wrong with hummus?
Here at Ingalls, we have everything you need to gather around the table and give each other a hard time. Because that's what families do. Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
Your home for Pioneer basketball with the voice of the Pioneer.
28-22, Newberry leading Tusculum. 10 of 24 from the field for the Wolves, 42%. Tusculum 8 of 18, 44%. 5-1 offensive rebound edge for the Newberry Wolves. Second chance points, though, they haven't taken advantage. They have a 3-0 edge. Mitchell in the paint on step is good. 28-24, Brandon Mitchell scores. He has 6. Step into the paint, outside. Burton back to Step. Takes a 3, then takes a 3, then missed the 3. Rebound is tipped and controlled by DeShante Smith of the Pioneers. Peeler. Smith. Donaldson. Trapped in the corner. Oh, what a pass. Baylark baseline right side is good for 3. Oh, it's a 2-pointer. Put on the line. 28-26. Newberry. Gibson on the left side. It'll be an entire game of runs. Extra pass into the court to Burton. Tusculum trying to go into this 2-3, and Newberry's found some room. 10 to shoot. Step. Copeland. Gibson. Open 3 look is good. Ooh, I thought that was straight down. Mitchell soars for the rebound on the miss. Smith into the front court. Outside to Baylark. He'll try a 3. Bang. Tusculum in front, 29-28. Newberry basketball into the front court. Here's Gibson. Gibson. To the top is James Step. Step. Copeland. Double team. Baseline. 5 to shoot. Fadeaway. Hill. He travels. Mitchell came out, and Hill realized, I'm not getting this shot away. So he traveled. And the Pioneers have the basketball. Tyree will check in. That first unit will check in for Newberry. And Jabri Bullard is in instead of Dietrich. Lang, Valentine, Satterfield, Bullard, and Miller. Tyree into the front court for the Pioneers. Tusculum leading by a point, 29-28. Smith doubled. They look to get it inside. This is deflected by Newberry off of the shot clock. Tusculum will inbound on the baseline front court. Pioneers on a 7-0 run. Out of the last timeout, do they put 20 seconds on or they just leave it? I think they just leave it here. 18 seconds to shoot. What a cheap foul. Of all the pushing, holding, grabbing, we're going to call that. Smith with his second, and it's a 1-and-1. Oh, no, it's an offensive foul, they said. Not a player control. 29-28 Tusculum. Lang with it into the paint. Stops. Backs it out. Bullard. Bullard gives it to Miller. Working on Mitchell. Shut down. But turns, shoots, missed, and the rebound comes down to Bullard, who stepped out of bounds, and the Pioneers will have it. So, I mean, not only is it physical, it's so mental. Peeler with it for the Pioneers. 29-28 Tusculum. Tyree across the stripe. Little out of control. In the paint is Mitchell, and apparently he's not blocked. And then Baylard tried to save it. Apparently Mitchell was blocked. Just go up and throw that thing down next time, Brandon, because that's the only way you're going to get a foul. Lang. Right side, Bullard. Valentine. Skip it, left side to Lang. Into the paint. Oh, what a finish. Lang to make it 30-29, Newberry. Baylard comes back to help Tyree. Gives it up to Peeler. Crosses the stripe as we go under 4 to play in the first half. Peeler. Pick up the dribble. Doubled. Throws it to Mitchell. Baylard for 3. No. Rebound tipped. Hodnett had it, and it's tipped away by Satterfield, who will take it and is rejected by Baylard. And that's going to take us to a timeout. Timeout on the floor. 3:32 to play in the first half, where it's Newberry 30, Tusculum 29. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
It's fine. It'll be okay, okay? Nobody cares about the flowers. Who needs flowers at a wedding?
At Ingalls, we know that the best of plans don't always go according to plan.
My best friend's getting married today and the florist never showed.
That's why we're always there when you need us.
What are their colors?
Purple and cream.
With smiling faces and helping hands.
No one cares. No one cares. You will look great. Flowers are not important. And where is Holly? Have you anyone seen Holly?
And although life will be predictably unpredictable,
Let's get you to that wedding.
a curveball is that much more satisfying
I got the flowers!
when you knock it out of the park.
Oh my gosh, awesome!
So when the plan goes out the window and improvisation becomes the order of the day, just remember, that's where the best of memories are made.
All right, they're ready for us.
True story. Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
(30-29), Tusculum down 1 to Newberry, shooting 38% from the field. The Pioneers 48%. 8 points apiece for Rob Valentine and DJ Copeland. 7 points for Ronnie Baylard off the bench to lead Tusculum. Valentine with it out of the timeout on the inbound. Lang on the right wing. He'll try a 3. It looks short. It is. Rebounded by Tyree. Gives it up. This will be Donaldson. Donaldson Gives it up to Tyree. Hodnett a three. No. Rebound by Miller of Newberry. 30-29 Wolves. Valentine into the front court. Skip pass, left side, Satterfield. Back up at the top, Valentine. Bounce it to Lang. Takes it into the lane, and they're going to get a foul. And that's on Mitchell. So Mitchell's going to pick up his second. Team's ninth. Yet Brandon, being as big as he is, going up for an easy layup. It would appear it was an easy layup. Apparently was not fouled a couple of possessions ago. But Lang is. And he makes the free throw, 71%. Conference Freshman of the Year. ECAC Rookie of the Year. Conference All-Freshman Team, and a member of the Commissioner's Honor Roll. 28 games last year, 10 starts. He averaged 12.8 points a game. This year, right at the same, 12.8. He makes a pair. He'll go out. That second unit in for Newberry. 32-29, Newberry. Donaldson, Tyree. Donaldson. Baylork, dangerous pass. Lob it to Donaldson. Catch and shoot three. Bang. Ties the game at 32. Donaldson's first points. 2.5 to the half. Step into the front court for Newberry. Right side. Between the rings on the dribble. Gibson, left wing, back to Step. Step. Back out Copeland. Copeland to Step. Step. Driving into the paint. Kick out to Gibson. Copeland left open for three. It's good. DJ Copeland knocks down the three to answer Donaldson. And really not bad defense by the Pioneers, but what do you do? Donaldson on the inbound. Sprinting into the front court. Weaving his way through traffic. Pass is deflected at midcourt. Baylork comes up with it. Under 2 to play in the first half. Donaldson to Baylork. Tyree a three. No. Parrish into the game. Can't hang on to the rebound. Newberry basketball. They lead by 3. With it into the front court. Gibson on the right side for Newberry. Bouncing it left side is Copeland. Copeland back to Gibson. Now throws it to Step. He'll take a deep three. It's well short. And the rebound is Malik Tyree, and a foul on DJ Copeland is his first, and the 6th on Newberry. But they have played an entire first half, and we were not in the bonus before 10 minutes gone. That is saying something, the way Newberry puts so much pressure on you. Tyree across the stripe. Donaldson. Donaldson at the midcourt stripe. Takes it into the lane and is fouled as he drives it in. And the foul is on Gibson for his first. It'll send Donaldson to the stripe. And Donaldson will shoot 2. 75% this year. 15.9, 6.6 assists, 80.6 at the stripe in his last 7 games. 12th in the conference in scoring at 14.2 points a game. Second in the league in assists at 4.7, coming off a brilliant assist game. 11 against Carson Newman, but just didn't have the scoring game. But 11 assists. It's pretty impressive. Of course, had the 24-point game at Wingate on one leg. And he makes them both. 35-34, Newberry. Across the stripe, Lang. Newberry basketball. Under a minute to play in the half. Bullard onto the baseline. Now back to Bullard. Valentine at the top. The 1 unit out there for Newberry. Jumper baseline is good by Lang with Day in his face. Peeler. So timeout's going to be asked for and given to Tusculum. as they were dangerously close to turning it over. Let's take a look at scores in the league. That was a while ago. Catawba leads Mars Hill 20-16. Coker leading Anderson 9-4, again early. The women's game there went overtime, so they're very early in that one. Queens, the number 1 team in the country in the marquee matchup of the day, number 1 versus number 5. And Queens leads LMU by 10 in Charlotte. Last time LMU was in Charlotte, they won the regional championship last year against Queens. And it's Carson Newman leading Wingate 24-22. So some teams, all 4 teams at the top of the table playing each other today. 1 versus 1, and that would be 3 versus 4. Day, not a foul? Okay. Parrish, layup is good. Led to points anyway. Dave Davis upset. He's going to call the timeout. Burn it or lose it, and the Pioneers get it. But Donaldson, after he caught it, was clotheslined by Gibson and knocked him off balance for a second. We just played through it. So, okay. Pioneer basketball returns for our final game of our 3-game homestand on Wednesday before we take on the top 2 teams in the league. We'll play Anderson Wednesday. Then a week from today, we travel to Charlotte to take on Queens, and then travel next midweek Wednesday to LMU. So somebody after today is going to have sole possession of first. Will it be the number 1 team in the country, or will it be the number 5 team in the country? And that's just how good our league has been. Carson Newman worthy of earning some, they're worthy of being ranked with Charles Clark, for crying out loud. Carson Newman 14-2, LMU 14-1, Queens 16-0, the cream of the crop in the league. Everybody else at 500 or below, with the exception of this Newberry team at 8-7. 4 teams with winning records in the league. Newberry the 4th. 10 seconds in the half out of the timeout. Valentine driving it, missing it. Parrish rebounding it and draws the foul, and will go to the line with a chance at a 1-and-1 and 3 seconds to play. Miller with his second, and Parrish will go to the stripe to shoot a 1-and-1. Parrish to the stripe, 6 of 7 this year from the line, shooting the front end of a 1-and-1. Did not play in the Carson Newman game. This is 13th game of the year. Knocks home the first free throw. 2.6 points a game, thrown in 31 points this year. 9 of them from three-point territory. 7 of them now from the free throw line. Made them both, and the Pioneers have a 1-point lead with 3 seconds in the half. Valentine. Into the front court. Runner is good at the buzzer. 3-pointer by Valentine is good to steal some momentum going into the locker room here at Pioneer Arena. A 27-foot 3-pointer. So we are at the half. It's Newberry 40, Tusculum 38. The Pioneer Halftime Report is next. A look at this week in Tusculum athletics here on the Pioneers Sports Network.
So much of life these days is rushing around from one place to another. Sometimes you just want to enjoy the journey on the way to the destination. And part of what makes it a little more enjoyable is an appreciation for the folks who help you get there. At Ingalls, we know that the people who send you on your way are the same ones who keep you coming back.
I think you should take it for a spin. Are you serious?
Ingalls. All the ingredients for family. The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
by 5 in that first half. Tied at 8, tied at 15. Newberry take a 28-22 lead. Tusculum would rally to reclaim a 30-29 lead and actually would lead 38-37 here right at the end of the half. But it would be Rob Valentine who would knock down a 27-foot running three-pointer with time expiring to end the half to make it 40-38 at the half. For Newberry, they're shooting 14 of 35 from the field, 40%. It's very rare that you see Tusculum get out-attempted. Right. 7 of 19 from 3 and 5 of 5 at the free throw line. Tusculum 13 of 27 from the field, 48%. 5 of 13 from 3 and 7 for 7 at the free throw line. Tusculum getting out-rebounded 20-15 and out-offensive boarded 7-1. And Peyton Woods, who played just 6 minutes in the first half because he picked up 3 fouls, hit the game's first shot and then added 3 more, but was kind of somewhat ineffective in that first half because he just couldn't stay on the floor. 11 points for Rob Valentine, 11 points for DJ Copeland with 4 rebounds, 10 points for Marshall Lang, 3 points for Max Miller, 2 for Jamal Satterfield, and 3 points for James Stepp for their total of 40. For the Pioneers, they get 7 out of Ronnie Baylark off the bench, 6 points, 4 rebounds from Brandon Mitchell, 5 points from Donovan Donaldson with 4 assists, 6 points for Peyton Woods as mentioned, 2 points for Zach Hartle, 4 for Hunter Parrish, 3 points for Caleb Hodnett, and 5 points for Dustin Day for the Pioneers' total of 38. Tusculum outscoring Newberry 14-8 in the paint, 11-5 on the fast break, and 21-14 in bench production in this game. Newberry leads it, though, at the half. We'll check scores around the league when we return after this. Your score at the break, Newberry 40, Tusculum 38. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, 1 team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, the Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online through TusculumPioneers.com. Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Family.
Food's here!
What's it mean to you?
We got lunch.
To us, it means the people you care about, look out for, and yeah, love. Even if you'd never let them hear you say it.
You're eating hummus?
What's wrong with hummus?
Here at Ingalls, we have everything you need to gather around the table and give each other a hard time. Because that's what families do. Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
In the league, the marquee matchup, it's number 1 versus number 5. They're both tied for the lead in our league. It's Queens and LMU, and they're at the half, and a one-time 10-point Queens lead is a now 3-point lead. Queens up 36-33 against LMU. Our opponent this Wednesday will be Anderson. They're playing Coker. They're still in the first half. 26-24 Coker with the advantage. Catawba leading Mars Hill 34-26. They're at the half. Also at the half, it's Carson Newman leading Wingate at the Cuddy 31-28. Queens and LMU 8-0 in the league. Carson Newman at 6-2. Wingate at 5-3. LR is off today. They're at 5-4. Coker 4-4. Newberry Anderson at 3-5. Tusculum 2-6. Catawba's 1-7, and Mars Hill winless in the league. Women's basketball finals from earlier. The Tusculum women knock off Newberry 72-65. They get 17 points out of Kendrea Duke, Mia Long, and Casey Johnson, who went 10 for 10 at the free throw line. Elsewhere in the league, it was Anderson who knocked off Coker 77-74 in overtime. That's our next opponent on Wednesday, and both teams will carry a 6-3 conference record. Anderson at 12-5, Tusculum 11-4 on Wednesday. Meanwhile, the number 4 ranked team in the country is beaten. They were up 14 early, but they lose by 14 to Wingate. 68 to 54, held some 40 points below their season scoring average. That's just remarkable. Just gorgeous. There's got to be a storyline there. LMU beats Queens 78-55, and it was Catawba defeating Mars Hill 80-56 in women's basketball earlier. Second half action when we return here to Pioneer Arena, where at the half it's Newberry 40, it's Tusculum 38. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
And now, with the call, the voice of the Pioneers, Brian.
Tusculum and Newberry, the Wolves lead the Pioneers 40-38 here from Pioneer Arena. That high-octane first half we anticipated did not disappoint, and probably will rev up even more here in this second half on a very chilly East Tennessee Saturday, where the cold air will stay with us. Newberry made it. Obviously didn't have many issues getting here, as we potentially anticipated. Pioneers will have Peyton Woods to start the second half with Donaldson, Mitchell, Smith, and Zaylen Peeler. It's how we started the game. And Newberry will start the game the way they started the game. Lang, Valentine, Satterfield, Dietrich, and Miller. Donaldson to Smith. Back it out, Donaldson. Right side is Peeler. Peeler. We look a little discombobulated to start the second. Mitchell with 5 to shoot. Donaldson will shoot it. Bang. 3 ball is good by Donovan Donaldson. 41-40 Tusculum. Into the paint. Working on Mitchell is Miller. Good move and a good make. 42-41 Newberry. Max Miller. And a steal, Satterfield. Lang weaving his way through traffic on the baseline. We'll kick it out. Valentine a 3. It's good. 5-point possession for Newberry after the turnover by the Pioneers, who did a decent job not turning it over. 8 times in that first half. Newberry 7 times. More pressure. Here's Donaldson. Donaldson, middle of the floor. Lang picks him up. Hands it off to Peeler. Peeler looks to drive it, and what will this be? Offensive foul. Peeler whistled for the offensive foul, so again, we do look a bit discombobulated. 2 turnovers, last 2 possessions for the Pioneers. Newberry leads 45-41 as they score 5 unanswered. And now that second team back in. second team. That's second unit, not second teams. Copeland, Burton, Gibson, Hill, Stepp, they could start any day for anybody in the league. Stepp takes it across the stripe for the Wolves. Right side, Burton. Stepp. At the top, downhill, layup, good. Somebody got lost. 47-41 equals the largest lead for Newberry in the game. Smith into the front court to Woods. Bang. And a timeout's going to be asked for by the Pioneers. We'll take it back in 1 minute. 18:01 to play in the game. It's Newberry 47, Tusculum 44. Pioneer basketball continues on the Pioneer Sports Network.
The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, one team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, the Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online through TusculumPioneers.com. Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Once again, the voice of the Pioneer.
47-44, Tusculum down 3 out of their timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. The rest of the way. Gibson, Stepp. That second unit stays on the floor for Newberry even after that timeout. Stepp right to the three-point line for 3 is good. Inbound, Donaldson. Second half better offense for the Pioneers. A product, according to Coach Pasqua, with the fact that the communication is better because it's on this end of the floor. 3 by Smith is no good. Weak side rebound by Gibson. He'll weave his way through traffic into the front court for Newberry. 6-point Wolves lead. Stepp, baseline 3. It's good. He's warming up. James Stepp for the Wolves. 9 points for him, and it's 53-44. Largest lead of the game for either team, but Newberry owns it. Donaldson, Woods, a 3 off the mark. Rebound weak side by Newberry. Wolves with Stepp into the front court. No-look handoff into the paint. No-look pass into the corner for Gibson for 3. It's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Mitchell. Dribbles away from pressure. Peeler. Gibson. They're going to get a 10-second violation on the Pioneers. 5 new ones or 4. 5 new ones into the game for both teams, so we'll swap out 10 guys. Tyree with Hodnett, Day, Baylark, and Hartle on the floor. And the starters for the Wolves, Lang, Valentine, Satterfield, Dietrich, and Miller. Valentine on the right wing. Dietrich, pull up from the foul line, is short and will go out of bounds. Pioneer ball, down 53-44. Wolves have opened up the second half on fire. Outscoring Tusculum 13-6. Tyree takes it right to the rim, draws a foul going up. And that's on Satterfield. And Tyree will earn a trip to the free throw line for the Pioneers. Tyree standing at the line had a career best 11 points against Atlees McRae and 4 steals in that game. 88% from the stripe, limited action from the line this year. Second free throw, no good. Rebound taken away by Newberry. They lead at 53-45. Dietrich left open in the corner for 3. It's good. We're not switching, not communicating on this end of the floor defensively, and Newberry's taking advantage, and they've opened up a double-digit lead. 56-45. Baylark in the paint. Runner is good. Newberry will trade that to get the ball back. Lang and a reach going on Tyree, which will take us to a timeout on the floor. We'll take the break and return to Pioneer Arena right after this. 15:42 to play. It's Newberry 56, Tusculum 47. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Tusculum College is Tennessee's first college. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains, where students from all around the world have found a home. Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit online for more information at tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 and discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Sports Network, your home for Pioneer basketball, with the voice of the Pioneers.
Tusculum down 56-47. Valentine a 3 right out of the break. It's no good. Day with the rebound for the Pioneers. Gets it to Baylark. Baylark sprinting into the front court. Hartle a 3 is good. Zach Hartle. You knew one of those had to go for Zach. 56-50, Newberry. Tusculum 4 of 6 in the second half. Here's a steal by Tyree, and he dunks it down. Knocked away by Lang again. Newberry can stay that aggressive, so can Tusculum. Lang is blocked. Oh, it should have been a jump ball. Valentine gets the 3 on the kick out. Should have been a stoppage of play. 59-52 Newberry. Into the corner is Hartle for a 3. Bang. Answers. Long pass front court is Dietrich. Has a 2-on-1 if he hurries. He doesn't. Gives it up, though, to Lang. Lang on the right baseline and is going to be hand by Dustin Day. After all of that, we're going to get that foul. First on Day, third on the team, second half. That second unit will be in Copeland, Burton, Gibson, Hill, and Stepp. 59-55. Newberry basketball, they have a 4-point lead. Gibson to Stepp on the baseline. Copeland, and they're going to get Baylark with the foul. Baylark with his 3rd. Team foul number 4. Inbound for Newberry, left side front court. Copeland at the top on the dribble. Gives it up to Stepp. 10 to shoot. Burton on the drive. Into the lane. Missed it. Rebounded by Baylark. Long pass front court. Looking for Day, and he throws it away. Turnover on the Pioneers. Gibson with it for Newberry, and then Tyree reaching in. His second. Team foul number 5. Yeah, 5 fouls for Tusculum. And Newberry, just the way they play, it's just mind-boggling. They're so aggressive. They do a good job not fouling. Step. Copeland, baseline, no. Weak side rebound, Hodnett. Stolen and scored by Copeland. Had the rebound and then just throw it away because they just swarm like flies. And a kick ball on the inbound. 61-55 Newberry. The second group for Tusculum also done a really good job. Tyree in the backcourt. Double team comes. Pass out of it to Day. He'll take a three off the dribble. It's good. Dustin Day, one bouncing in. 61-58. Gibson into the front court. Top of the key to the baseline left side. Newberry works the ball. Baseline. Inside, outside. Copeland to three, and it's good. And boy, you just got to work hard to get the ball. It's stolen away by Gibson once again for Newberry, and Copeland spots up for a three. This one is just no good. Rebounded by Hartle. Tusculum gets out of there. Day, three. In and out, no good. Rebound taken away by Copeland. Good look by Day, though. 64-58, Newberry. Step. They got Tusculum on the ropes. Got him lunging. Out of focus, out of kilter defensively, and a missed layup. Tyree with the rebound. No time to sit there and think about it. You got to get it and go. Baylor around Gibson off the glass. Good. Newberry leading by 4 with the ball. This is Step. Into the front court on the baseline. Burton, head down, kicks it back out on the baseline to Hill. Now the right side. This will be Step. This second group has done a great job getting the Pioneers back into it. Can they get a stop? Hill in the corner. No, it's good for 3. And Xavier Hill just kind of hanging out. One of the weaker three-point shooters on the team. Baylor into the front court. Throws it away, looking for Hartle. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it. Return to Pioneer Arena. Newberry making a statement to start the second half. 11:50 to play in the game. Newberry 67, Tusculum 60. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
So much of life these days is rushing around from one place to another. Sometimes you just want to enjoy the journey on the way to the destination. And part of what makes it a little more enjoyable is an appreciation for the folks who help you get there. At Ingalls, we know that the people who send you on your way are the same ones who keep you coming back.
I think you should take it for a spin. Are you serious?
Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
Home for Tusculum College sports. Once again, the voice of the Pioneers.
Newberry's hit 14 three-pointers. DJ Copeland has 4, 5 for Rob Valentine, who has the ball right now for Newberry. Pioneers have hit 10 three-pointers in the game, a bevy with 2. There's nowhere to go. Satterfield in the lane. Lang walked, gives it up to Miller. Shut down and foul. I don't know who they're going to get there. Or they're going to get Mitchell. It's 3 on Mitchell. Team foul number 6. At the free throw line will go Miller. 62% this year. Makes the first. Miller with his second. No good. Rebounded by the Pioneers. Peeler with Smith, Donaldson, Woods, and Mitchell on the floor. The first group out there for both teams. Donaldson hands it off to Woods. And a hand check is going to go on Valentine. Is 3 on him. Second of the second half against the Wolves. No one in double figures for the Pioneers. Woods has 9 on 2 made three-pointers and a three-point play. Donaldson gets open for 3. Bang! Donovan Donaldson knocks down the 3 ball. His third. He's 3 for 3 from 3. He now has 11. Valentine, a push-off and a walk to Lang in the lane. Missing. Rebounded by Mitchell. Peeler with it into the front court. Donaldson left open for 3. Bang. Don't want to leave that guy open. 68-66, Tusculum. Valentine into the front court. Pardon me, Newberry by 2, sorry. Satterfield, and he's going to be fouled, I guess, by Smith. He didn't like the call. If he didn't like it, I didn't like it either. Smith's going to pick up his third. And that's the bonus the rest of the way for Newberry. Satterfield to the stripe, 84% this year. Catawba leading Mars Hill, 54-42. Carson Newman and Wingate are tied at 60. Satterfield misses. Our next opponent, Anderson, they lead Coker. They start the second half, 37-34 in Hartsfield. And then it's Queens and LMU. Queens holding a 53-51 lead. LMU had a 43-39. Satterfield makes the second and exits. Newberry leads 69-66 here. Tusculum in search of their first home win of the year. It's just hard for me to say that. Smith takes it into the front court. Double team. Donaldson had it knocked away. Copeland up ahead. Peeler knocked it away and out of play. Peeler was asking for the ball after the Pioneers turned it over for the 16th time. That's what Newberry does. They force turnovers all year long. 287 coming into today. Step in the corner. That's illegal. Illegal screen on Hill. That's going to be his first. Team's third, turns it over. Newberry forcing 19 turnovers a game where they only turn it over about 15. Donaldson in the backcourt, hounded by Gibson. Gives it up to Peeler. Donaldson. 69-66. Newberry by 3. Woods takes it on the baseline, gives it up to Mitchell. One bounce in the lane. Hook shot is good by Brandon Mitchell. Newberry on a break into the front court. Woods is back. Burton into the corner. Hill. Right side, step 3, short. And the rebound is out of bounds to Tusculum, who trail by 1, 69-68. It's all about effort. Speed, control. It's insane. Peeler in the backcourt for the Pioneers. Donaldson into the front court. Little runner at the rim is good, and the Pioneers lead. How long? 70-69 Tusculum. Gibson into the front court. Step, and he's going to be hand checked by Peeler. It's going to be a 1-and-1. Oh, my gosh. All the craziness that's gone on in the game. Peeler's second. Team foul number 8. I mean, it's the right call. It's just so much of that going on. Newberry does such a good job. At the free throw line, we'll go Step, shooting a 1-and-1, 75% on the year from the stripe. Missed the front end. Rebounded by Smith. Pioneer ball. Donaldson forcing tempo. Lost it. Turnover, and it creates a break. Satterfield mishandled the dribble. Valentine gets around Woods and then dribbles into the corner. Skips it left side to Step. Step into the lane, just throws it up at the rim. It's no good. Rebounded by Woods to Donaldson. Donaldson has Baylark. He'll take it himself and one. Donovan Donaldson was challenged by his head coach when he came and sat down. And Valentine's going to pick up his fourth. He's going to stay out there, though. Donaldson for one. After a slow start, he is going to come out. Burton's going to get him. Good player at Valentine. 18 for Donaldson after, again, the slow start. Making a habit of catching fire late. Knocking in the free throw for his 19th point. 17 for Valentine, 16 for Copeland. Neither one out there for the Wolves. Bullard is in, along with Burton. Satterfield. Three ball on the way. No. Rebound, Mitchell soaring. Lobs it up ahead to Woods. Tusculum by 4, and they turn it over. Dangerous pass is stolen. Lang takes it right to the rim and one. What a finish by Marshall Lang. Baylark's going to pick up number 4. So Lang is at the free throw line to complete the three-point play, which he will do and make it a 1-point Tusculum lead, 73-72. Lang with 12. Donaldson into the front court for the Pioneers. Red hot, bouncing it to Mitchell, and he'll be fouled. Just dunk that thing down, son. Mitchell's going to go to the free throw line. He'll draw the foul against Max Miller, his third. Team's 5th on Newberry. Starting to get some of that. Pardon me, Lang with 13, by the way. 17 for Valentine, 16 Copeland, Lang 13. Mitchell to the stripe. 8 points. As Marshall shoots 2 of them. Not Marshall. Mitchell shoots 2 of them. Has scored 12 2 occasions this year. Against King. And then Mars Hill. He makes both of them here. 75-72, Tusculum. Nearing 8 minutes to play. Lang on the right side. Satterfield. Well, Mitchell working hard inside on Miller. Bullard under 8. Satterfield driving on Woods. Kick out, wide open 3. Rims off, no good. Mitchell with another rebound. DeShante Smith into the front court. Hands it off to Donaldson. Oh, that's a handshake. Donaldson working hard, missed it. Rebounded by Miller. Well, not to mention he was hand-checked all the way to the rim. Lang finishes it right at the rim. No one stopped the ball. 75-74, Tusculum. Peeler into the front court. It's just as high octane as you can get. Peeler mishandles the dribble, turns it over. Newberry another steal. Satterfield driving it, rejected by Mitchell. It's that long reach. Takes us to a break. We go to timeout. 7:03 to play in the game. Tusculum 75 and Newberry 74. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, 1 team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, the Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online through TusculumPioneers.com. Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Tusculum College Sports. Once again, the voice of the Pioneers.
Tusculum leading 75-74 Newberry ball. The Wolves 12 of 27 shooting this second half. The Pioneers 13 of 17. So that trend where they shoot better in the second half, working, and they're scoring. They have 37 second half points. They had 38 in the first half. Newberry with 34 here in this second half. They had 40 at halftime. First group on the floor for the Wolves. That second group. It's Step down the lane around Mitchell, missing, rebounded by Hill, and will go to the free throw line. Foul goes on Zach Hartle. And it caromed awkwardly off the rim. It took like a second hop, and where the Pioneers had went up to get the rebound, it kind of took that second hop, so Hill was able to steal one. But another offensive rebound. That's 11 in the game to just 1 for the Pioneers. Wolves keep you off the glass, and that was a point of emphasis, although the Pioneers had been out-rebounding Newberry 29-28. Hill, who is 89% at the stripe, NABC Honors Court, SAC Commissioner honor roll, got 16 starts last year in 26 games, makes both. Peeler had it knocked away from behind, stolen away. Ball knocked away by Mitchell. Up ahead, Peeler, and he'll finish it. 77-76, Tusculum. Back and forth. Gibson. Pioneers have been turned over 20 times in the game. Newberry now 10. Step, ball fake, kick out, Copeland. Hill, Step. Gets Woods in the air, takes the three, missed the three, and a rebound foul going against Newberry. Finally. And the foul on Copeland, his second. 77-76. Tusculum by 1, rallying from 11 down here in this second half at 56-45. Tyree and Baylark out there at the guard position. Hartle, Mitchell, and Woods. Baylark in the paint. Runner, no good, and a rebound foul on Mitchell. It's just playing solid. And Mitchell's going to pick up his fourth. And it's going to send Newberry to the free throw line for 2. At the stripe is James Stepp, who makes the first to tie the game. Mitchell will exit as DeShante Smith is in. Great game from Mitchell. Just got a little bit greedy trying to get that rebound coming over the top. Second free throw by Stepp. Good. Solid game for James. 11 points now for him. 19 for Donaldson. Baylark with 11. Mitchell has 10, including 8 boards. 9 for Woods, 8 for Hartle, 8 for Day. Woods a little quiet here of late. Get him back involved. Baylark in the front court. Tusculum down 1, 78-77. You got a match. And Miller's going to be whistled for a foul here. That's his 4th, and the team's 8th.
That's the 4th personal on Newberry's Max Miller. Team foul number 7.
Baylark knocks in the free throw to tie the game at 78. Tusculum 33-17 in the fast break opportunities. Baylark misses the second one. Tied at 78. Lang all the way, missing. Rebounded by the Pioneers. Baylor has it. Tyree on the right wing. Here's Wood, straightaway three, little short. Hartle, rebound, put back, it rims off. Rebounded by Valentine and Newberry. Just tantalizingly, just hanging there. Just teasing us. Bullard a three. No. Weak side rebound, Smith for the Pioneers. He'll take off. Into the corner is Hartle a three. Yes! Zach Hartle. Valentine forcing tempo. Into the corner, Miller, reverse, blocked. Valentine had it, lost it, got it back, off Bullard out. Oh, they're going to say it's off of Tusculum. Newberry's going to have the basketball back, down three. Donaldson back in. And that second unit back in for Newberry. They haven't mixed them. Thought they would have done that by now as we are under 5 minutes to play. It's kind of the way Davis works, but not the case. Copeland, Burton, Gibson, Hill, and Stepp. Gibson for the tie. No. Rebound by Woods. Into the hands of Smith. Woods, Baylor. Got to hurry. 23 seconds on the shot clock. Takes it across the stripe. 9 seconds it took. Baylor. And one. Ronnie Baylor with the bucket. And the foul on Copeland. Big bucket there for Baylor. Do not get complacent. Keep the foot on the pedal and keep working. Pioneers down 11 this half, 56-45. Rallied to take a 70-69 lead. Baylor hits the three-point play, and the Pioneers have their largest lead of the game. Right side, Lang. Driving on Woods. Nice job. Burton, back to Lang. In the paint, spins, put it up, and got the roll. Marshall Lang. There's no fear. He just gets in there. Smith and Baylor in the backcourt. Baylor. Cross the stripe into the front court. Need another bucket here. Baylor playing well. Hartle. Smith to Donaldson with 9 to shoot. Donaldson at the rim, can't finish. Rebound by Newberry. Lang on the sprint into the front court for the Wolves. Back it out, Gibson. Into the corner is Lang. Gibson. Head down into the paint. Lang on the top. Hill on the left side. On the drive and the lane again. And he's going to be fouled. And that'll take us to a timeout on the floor. We'll take the break and return in 1 minute. Foul on Donaldson, his first. 3:03 left in the game. Tusculum 84, Newberry 80. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.
The Tusculum experience is 20 sports, one team, striving for excellence. The Tusculum experience offers state-of-the-art facilities for practice and game days. If you seek a championship atmosphere, the Tusculum experience is for you. Visit online from TusculumPioneers.com. Call 423-636-7300 to discover the Pioneer experience for yourself.
Basketball with the voice of the Pioneers.
84-80, Tusculum with the lead for the moment. At the free throw line will go Xavier Hill. Tusculum is shooting 57% for the game. The Wolves 39%. Tusculum 16 of 24 this second half, 67%. They've hit 8 of 12 from 3. Donaldson's 4 for 4. Hartle's 3 for 4. Hill makes the first free throw. 19 for Donaldson, 15 for Baylark, 11 for Hartle, 10 for Mitchell, and 8 rebounds for Mitchell. Hill made them both. So it's 84-82. Keep possession here for the Pioneers with 3:03 left in the game. Donaldson double team. Dribbles out of that. Oh, they're going to say foul. Satterfield picks up his second. The 2-shot bonus for Donaldson. And these are critical now down the stretch. Tusculum 13 of 15. Newberry now 14 of 17 in the game at the free throw line. Donaldson shooting the 1-and-1, the 9th team foul on Newberry. He'll make the free throw. Valentine will come back into the game at 3 minutes to play with 4 fouls. Everybody's got fouls now. Donaldson made them both. 86-82, can we hold it? We've had leads in the second half. 9-point lead, most memorable against LR with 2:15 to play, and we lost in overtime. Burton to the top is Lang. He'll drive it into the corners. Gibson, a 3. It's no good. Donaldson gets the rebound somehow, falling down. Maybe hurt his back. Dave Davis with the sign on the bench. Just a sign, just a face of intensity. As red as the numbers and letters on the jersey. 10 to shoot. Donaldson, 5 to shoot. Off the dribble, 3. Bang! Donaldson. 89-82, Tusculum. Valentine in the lane. It's no good. Rebounded by the Pioneers. Hartle, and he's fouled. 2 minutes to play. Gibson with his second. Double bonus coming for Hartle. Newberry, the game is not over. Nowhere close. But Hartle going to the free throw line for the Pioneers. Zach, last year, let's talk about that. 91% at the free throw line for Hartle last year at the stripe. Just 67% this year, but makes the first. What a game for Donaldson. 24, equaling his career best for Tusculum. Hartle made them both. Hartle with 13. The Pioneers lead 91-82. Newberry. Valentine. 3-ball on the way by Burton. No good. Rebounded by Baylark. Into the front court goes Baylark. Backs it out. Donaldson. Don't get complacent. Foot on the gas. Donaldson washed by Lang. Here comes the double team. Donaldson reverses out of that on the dribble. The pass is deflected. It's into the air. Baylark has it. Splits a double team. Takes it right to the rim and in. Ronnie Baylark. Valentine to answer. Banked in a 3. And a timeout by Dave Davis. Oh, it's never over. Never over. Newberry with the timeout. They have 2 remaining. Unbelievable stuff by Valentine, who banks in a 3. 5 of 7 from 3-point territory in the game. Baylark with 17. Donaldson 24. Lang and Valentine each with 17. Pioneers leading at 93-85. That would be 20 points then for Valentine. That's the case. So we got caught up there. Valentine has a 34-point game to his credit. In league play, he had 26 against Mars Hill in the win just 2 games ago. Valentine's 34 points came against Bob Jones on November 14th in the 100-83 win. For the Pioneers, 24 from Donovan Donaldson. Playing his first 2 years at Trevecca Nazarene, had a career-high, 26. Playing for Trevecca against Christian Brothers, had a 24-point game. That December 16th game against Wingate at the Cuddy. And again, just all heart for Donovan Donaldson that game. Pioneers who lead 93-85. Led by 11. Total reversal. Trailed by 11 at 56-45. Led by 11 until Valentine hit that three. Of course, he hit the three at the end of the first half. And a timeout asked for by Coach Pasqua. And they'll have one remaining. He was worried that they weren't going to get it across the stripe, which they were. And they did. So, for Tusculum, looking for their, first home win of the year. Their 7th game here at home. And against the Newberry Wolves, looking for their first win since 2016, which they also gained here at home, 103-98. Newberry has won 10 of the last 11 games against the Pioneers. Tusculum on the inbound, Baylark in the backcourt still. 24 seconds to shoot. Donaldson across the stripe into the front court. Hounded by the Wolves. Somebody's got to be open at the rim. It's Smith. Reverse layup. Good. Under a minute to play. 95-85. Valentine to the rim. Missed it. Rebounded by Hartle. Woods to Donaldson. And Donaldson will be fouled by Hill. 2-shot bonus. Donaldson will go to the stripe for the Pioneers, leading by 10. What a second half. Tusculum is almost unbeatable in this second half. And they're shooting it the way they're shooting it right now. And Baylark has been involved. 57-point second half for the Pioneers. 58 as Donaldson establishing a new career best at Tusculum with 25. 48 seconds to play. Donaldson with his second free throw. Good. 26 for Donaldson. 97-85. Step into the lane. Pull up. Good. And a timeout asked for by Newberry. So his Pioneer basketball team, who has had leads against Carson Newman in the second half, against Lenore Ryan, and both of those were losses. Mars Hill, obviously, they rallied from 11 down, but they had a second half lead and went on to win. Against Barton, the lead. They had the lead against Wingate. Against Coker, they went overtime. So in the 6 games, 1 win, the Pioneers have led in the second half. And really, most notably against LR, the 9-point lead with 2:15 to play. And even Coach Pasqua said, I think I may have gotten just a little bit complacent. Here, they haven't gotten complacent because Newberry hasn't allowed them to. 97-87 Tusculum. Smith gets it into Donaldson. Looking for Wood. Stolen. 3-ball on the way. No. Rebounded by Smith. And a whistle for a foul. And the dangerous cross-court, backcourt passes have not worked for Tusculum in the game. And the foul will go against the Wolves' Burton. Missed that 3, took his time, but it just wouldn't go. So Deshaunte Smith to the stripe for the Pioneers. Smith makes good on the first. Smith for his second is good. 99-87, Tusculum. The runner is no good. The rebound is tipped out all the way to the three-point line to Lang. 20 seconds to play. Shot clock is off. Burton driving, kick out. Three ball on the way. This one is short. Rebound is loose on the floor. Stolen by Newberry. They kick it out. Three ball on the way. This one is no good. And the rebound, Zach Hartle, with 6 seconds. They're going to do it. Sigh of relief from Nick Pasqua as his Pioneers will get their first home win. Dave Davis of the Newberry Wolves, always so great. Congratulating every single one of these Pioneers and Nick Pasqua. Pioneers survive it, get their fifth win, third win in the league, tying the Wolves with wins in the league. Newberry goes to 3-6. The Pioneers at 3. Or I should say the Wolves go to 3-6. Tusculum goes to 3-6 as well. Pioneers victorious here tonight from Pioneer Arena. What a finish. What a finish. Down 11, 56-45 to go up 12 to win by 12, 99-87. Stay tuned. Our Pioneer postgame is on the way with Pioneer coach Nick Pasqua. Our player of the game, Donovan Donaldson. Again, your final, Tusculum 99, Newberry 87. Pioneer basketball continues after this on the Pioneer Sports Network.